I'm going to show you how to set the timing on a 5.7 Hemi Eagle engine. This is from a 2011 Ram 2500 truck. This is the VVTi sprocket, and here's the timing chain, the guide, and the tensioner, and this is the crank sprocket down here. On the timing chain itself, we'll have two marks up here. You'll have the yellow rectangle link right there and the one right there. And on the VVTi sprocket, if you look down there, you'll see that little dimple down, the little indicator. That needs to be lined up at the 12 o'clock position right here. Pretty much centers up right in the middle of that top of the hole here. And that indicator needs to be, when you first set the chain initial setup, you just got to line up those two marks right there with that indicator on the VVTi sprocket. And on the crankshaft here, crank sprocket, right there, see that? There's the other colored link right there. That's going to line up with that dot right there on the sprocket. 6 would be right here. It's just a little off to the right, and that lines up exactly right there. This is only for initial setup on those links. When you start rotating the motor, those links will not match up again where you had them set originally, unless you rotate the motor over X amount of times. And also, when you set this up in timing here, your number one piston, which will be this one here, will be at top dead center on the compression stroke. When you go to spin the motor over, it takes 2 revolutions of the crank sprocket and 1 revolution of the cam sprocket to get you back at top dead center on the compression stroke number 1 cylinder. And the yellow marks here, indicators, won't be in the same place from the initial setup, but the indicator there will line up at 12 o'clock position here. And on the crank, the dot right there will line up in the same spot here, but the indicator will not be there. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to go ahead and rotate this motor over. Nope. Let me go back right here. There it is. So there you can see chain indicator is no longer there, but it is still in timing because the dot lined up with the marks I made earlier. And then right here again, on the VVTi sprocket, you see our mark there going up to the 12 o'clock position here. So that way you know you're in timing here.